Well, here we are again, Fisher.
Yep, we're back. Couldn't keep away.
No, that's what it is. It's like crabs.
Well, we enjoyed doing the podcast so much. We waited only 4 days to do the next one.
Yeah, I mean, to be fair, we're going to try and make it a weekly thing, and Saturdays don't...
That was a bit of a one-off.
Yeah, it doesn't really work for both of us, so here we are again, midweek. I mean, it means we get to see what happens over the weekend and then talk shit about it, basically.
Yeah.
Hopefully this one will be a bit more concise. I won't say structured, but we'll see what happens.
Yeah. I enjoyed the last one.
I enjoyed it.
It was fun. I was quite drunk by the end of it.
Other people seem to be enjoying it as well.
Yeah. There's been no negative feedback.
Yeah, not yet.
Not yet.
So if you've got any, let us know. Why not?
Yeah.
Yeah. Positive feedback would be better. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah. Just any input.
Yeah.
It's had a few listens.
Yeah. Double figures.
Into double figures. 2 subscribers.
Yeah, you poor bastards. Who are you?
Who the hell are you?
We'll be less distracted this time. We're not playing chess.
No, we're not.
And we barely played chess last time, to be fair.
No, we didn't finish it.
No. So, right, yeah. Where to start? The Grammys?
The Grammys. Later this week.
Yeah, that's been and gone.
Yeah.
I'll be honest, I don't normally really pay attention to what's going on. But I saw this time that Gojira were up for Best Metal Performance. So
yeah,
I took a bit more notice there. Which song was it for?
It was Silvera. A great song. Probably the best off Magma. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, in my opinion,
I
I think Gojira should probably have got that award.
Probably. Look at what they were up against. We had the winner, Megadeth, with Dystopia. It wasn't setting anything alight for me.
No, it's just it's a standard Megadeth track, and like to some people, yeah, fine, that's probably a good thing. I mean, you can't fault how they play.
No,
it
is what it is with Megadeth, but it wasn't anything out of the ordinary, which surprised me for them to win a Grammy for it.
Yeah, it was just a bit generic, if you
Yeah,
ask me. I mean,
it was a bit standard. I expected a bit more from Chris Adler. Chris Adler from Lamb of God.
yeah,
He's drumming on this.
I mean, he's drumming.
Whether he'd been told and instructed what to play, whether he had any free reign of what he was allowed to do on there, it would surprise me they get someone in that good and don't give him
free reign
on what he's allowed to do. Otherwise, you would just get sort of anybody in to do it.
Which, I mean, with a band like Megadeth, they could have had anybody come in.
Yeah, it'd been
easily.
It would be an honour for most drummers. Excuse me. To drum for Megadeth.
Yeah, and they've got a drummer as amazing as that, and then. We're talking about only the one track here. I've not heard the whole album. The rest of the album could be different.
Yeah, it could be. Yeah, this is the title track, isn't it?
Yeah.
So yeah, they picked up the award.
And had Metallica played to them.
Yeah, the house band burst into Master of Puppets as they were picking up the award.
Oh,
Bit awkward. Just can't get away from Metallica, can he? Poor old Mega Dave.
Oh, it's Mega Dave.
Right, and the others on the list, Baroness.
Gave them a brief
listen. We just gave them a listen before the podcast.
A lot of people seem to be raving about Baroness at the moment.
Yeah.
It's got very Mastodon.
Very Mastodon, but also kind of old school punk.
Like Alkaline Trio.
Yeah, that kind of feel.
Yeah, I can't say I'm really sold on it though. I mean, all I do is be negative.
Yeah, if you don't like it, you don't like it. It's fair enough. It wasn't heavy. They don't strike me as a very heavy sort of band.
No, I mean, again, we didn't listen to the whole album. Listened to 3 or 4 tracks.
Yeah, exactly. If they don't clash with anyone at download, we'll go check them out.
Yeah,
why not?
I didn't dislike it.
No,
just
definitely not.
Just watch what it was.
Yep.
I mean, who else on there? Periphery were on there.
Periphery, yeah, good.
That was a good song.
That was a good song. The Price Is Wrong by Periphery got a nomination. That impressed me. Heavy, technical. Might have to give them more of a listen.
To be honest, I don't really see anything on that list that shouldn't have beaten Megadeth.
Yeah, and the last one, Rotting in Vain by Korn.
Yeah.
It's a great track. Really, Korn have gone back old school. Really heavy.
They have. I mean,
his vocals, he's done that weird thing that he's done in on Freak on a Leash. That really strange sort of thing he does. It's no real language. It's just it's just I don't know.
Scatting. not the sexual practice. It would make for a very different sounding album.
Yeah, it's a good album. Serenity of Suffering. Always been a fan of Korn since Here to Stay. All the way through up until now. Always loved Korn. Disappointed we missed them actually last year.
Yeah.
Limp Bizkit.
So I mean, out of all the bands on that list, I mean, I'm assuming we're in agreement here that we both feel that Megadeth probably shouldn't have taken that award home.
I would have gone with Gojira.
Yeah.
There.
That's exactly who I would have gone with. If you haven't heard Silvera, it is.
It's a mammoth of a track.
It is a very, very good song. One of the best, if not the best song off of Magma. I would probably talk about Magma a bit later, to be honest.
We can talk about that later. There's no reason why we can't talk about Gojira.
I've got very conflicted opinions regarding that album. I think
actually all Gojira albums I've got conflicting opinions about.
Master Sirius, I liked every track on that album. I'll get into it later because otherwise we're going to go off on a massive tangent. We'll never get back.
Right, Grammys.
Yeah, focus. Christ. Metallica, Lady Gaga.
Yeah, a bit of a weird mix there. A bit of a weird combination.
I can't really say I'm surprised though. I mean,
did it work?
I swear I remember a few years back, I don't know whether it was Metallica or Lady Gaga saying that they wanted to collaborate with the other. I mean, I know she's a huge Metallica fan. She's often cited Metallica as a massive influence on her.
Yeah.
She recently had a moth tattoo done, and I credited it to Metallica.
Okay.
Did it work?
Maybe it would have if Hetfield's mic was working.
Yeah,
it's hard to judge it because he
was basically
singing into her mic a lot. Yeah, sort of. It did sort of work.
It was Lady Gaga's one-song metal band, you know?
Yeah. Didn't she say she would front the metal bands?
Yeah, I can't remember where the hell I read that. She said that
she's quite into her rock.
Yeah. I would have liked to have seen the performance with both mics working, seeing how their voices complemented each other.
Yeah.
As for the band, I thought it was a really solid performance of Moth into Flame.
Yeah. It's a good song.
Yeah, I mean, it is a good song anyway.
It's about Amy Winehouse.
Is it?
Yeah.
Well, there we go. Didn't know that.
It's about addiction, and it's more specifically about celebrity addiction and going off the rails and that kind of thing. If you read the lyrics, it's
not to be callous, but you know they've got more than enough experience with that themselves.
Yeah. You know, the tragic events that led up to Amy Winehouse's death. They felt the need to bring awareness and sort of write a song about it.
Well, fair enough. I suppose that's one way to get people to take notice.
Yeah.
I'd have liked to have seen the performance with both mics working. I mean,
it would have been nice.
You could see Hetfield was very frustrated
at the end.
Yeah, kicking that mic stand over, throwing his guitar. maybe a little bit petulant, but
Maybe, but this is the Grammys. This is I know you never want technical difficulties at any show, but I mean that's a huge audience.
Yeah, it's such a well-established.
Yeah, it's a big event. The Grammys. You know, it's not really our cup of tea. Really, I'm surprised metal even has a category there.
Yeah, to be perfectly honest.
But yeah, he'll be annoyed. But
you could see the frustration on his face.
Yeah. Someone's getting fired.
Definitely.
Yeah.
Whoever that sound guy was probably just sitting there watching the show going, fuck.
We need to sort this. We need to sort this out.
Yeah,
but it happens. Too late. It doesn't matter how good you are, how big you are as a band. Technical issues play. I bet there's not one musician out there that's never had a technical issue.
And when you're a band that big, at the end of the day, it's not the band's fault.
No, well, these things happen. They'll be annoyed.
Yeah. Well, like I said, someone is losing their job. They will be. We'll never hear about it. Yeah. The poor bastard will probably never speak about it themselves.
No. Tarnished forever.
Yeah.
So that's best metal performance. Goes to Megadeth.
Yeah, I guess.
It was their 12th time trying.
Was it?
Yeah. They've been nominated 11 times previous to this one. So, I mean, maybe on
the
whole...
They got it out of sympathy and was like, just out the way now.
Maybe. I mean, for that track in particular, yeah. I mean, they could have got it for a number of songs down over the years.
I think they've written much better songs than that over the years.
Hangar 18, just off the top of my head.
Yeah, I mean...
Peace Sells.
Classic, yeah.
There's a lot of classics Megadeth have done. Yeah, maybe just as a bit of an accolade to their career, they've just gone, yeah, give them a Grammy.
Shut him up.
Shut him up. You'll never shut Megadeth up.
No, Megadeth, law unto himself.
Yeah.
Always has been, always will be.
We had Metallica Hardwired nominated for Best Rock Song.
There were a few.
Bowie took that one.
Yeah.
With Black Star.
So there was some fairly big. Well, there was some fairly big competition in that category.
Alright, we had Burn the Witch by Radiohead. And I've never heard of these people. Tyler Joseph with Heavens. Even. Rich Mayer with My Name is Human. I don't know. Hardwired should have probably got it.
I don't know.
You're a big fan of David Bowie.
I am. So I wasn't displeased there.
I would go as far as to say that Hardwired probably shouldn't even be in there. It's a thrash metal song. A bit heavier than rock is Hardwired.
Yeah, but then Beyonce has been nominated for a rock Grammy before, so I think the categories themselves are a bit fucked.
Yeah, the lines are a bit blurred there with what's what.
Yeah, it's probably more politically correct way of saying it.
Yeah. Best rock album. Tell Me I'm Pretty by Cage the Elephant. I've never heard it.
I've never heard it.
There's a lot I haven't heard. I'm really sorry. I haven't had time.
He's a busy man, is Fisher.
I'm a busy man. But not too busy to sit down for an hour or so to talk about what I love. Magma was in there by Gojira for Best Rock Album. Again, the categories are obviously they're quite broad. That would have done it for me.
Right.
Well, we're back.
Here now.
We're here now.
We're here now.
Yeah. All right. Yeah. That was by accident as well.
Magma. I had high hopes for this album.
Yeah. Well, you got to remember this band went and built their own studio in the middle of nowhere in America, so they could be completely comfortable with where they were recording and comfortable in their own environment. They built it themselves. They knew the acoustics. Everything was pretty much perfect for them to record. I have no issue with the quality of recording, the production. The production is really good. It is a very high quality album. Yeah. Too many holes in it?
It's the tracks. Like,
there's some hidden, well, not even hidden gems. There are some gems in this album that
Gojira
really
for me
stand out.
Are a band that, when they get it right,
they get it so
really
right.
get it right.
Absolutely.
They write some heavy as fuck music.
Awesome.
I'm not saying that they can't write good songs that aren't heavy. You know, I mean, they're very talented musicians. But some of the tracks are just a bit too weird for me.
They go weird, don't they, in places?
Yeah, it's not even slowed down. It's just
it's sporadic, all over the place, kind of.
Yeah,
it doesn't make a lot of sense.
I know
sometimes.
it's quite progressive in what they're doing. They're writing what they want to write. I know that vocalist Joe said that if he couldn't sing on this album, then he would have been calling it a day. Because he wanted to do something new with his voice.
As in, he wants to go cleaner.
Yeah, I mean, you know, you've got to respect that. Like, he doesn't want to just be using his voice, which is, I mean, I know he plays guitar as well, but his voice is an instrument. He doesn't want to just do the same thing over and over again.
Fair enough.
That's fair, but I don't know.
I think what they do best are the heavier.
Definitely
the heavier
I agree
tracks.
with that. I mean,
you've got to look at songs like Backbone, the heaviest metal in the universe.
Yeah.
Explosia, they're phenomenal.
Yeah,
they're beyond.
Like I said earlier, from Master Sirius, every track on that album I thought was absolutely fantastic, and not all of it was particularly fast. Not all of it was heavy, but it was just a really solid album. Way of All Flesh.
What was the big one on there?
They had a track with Randy Blythe on it, didn't they?
Yeah.
I can't remember what it was called. I will point out right now, I wasn't a huge fan of that album. I have maybe listened to it 3 times.
Really?
Yeah. What really put me off was one track. Can't even be bothered to remember what it was called. Where he was singing about a carrier bag in the sea, and
that's always wound you up.
It has wound me up for years, and it winds me up now. And yeah, that really put me off of Gojira for a long time. I heard
he's a big environmentalist. That's why.
Nothing wrong with that. I'm not saying let's go kill the planet, but I don't want to be sitting there drinking a beer and being like, yeah, okay, I'm listening to this. Hang on, what? You're singing about a carrier bag in the sea? No, it really put me off. It made me feel quite uncomfortable, to be honest.
Was that the closing track?
No, it was.
No, it was just one that was in there.
Yeah.
Well, I watched Gojira live at Bloodstock. Scuzz put it on.
Yeah.
It's really good, but that's the opening track. They open with that.
Hey, why? I don't know. Other people like it. I don't. Carrier bag in the sea.
I'm a bit annoyed. They're doing download. Gojira playing download in Paris. They're not doing the UK one.
Well, I suppose it's easier for them.
Yeah.
But they are going.
I'm not going all the way to Paris to see them.
They are going on tour with Metallica.
Yeah.
Yeah. Did you not see the Metallica tour announcement?
I saw one that for America that they're done with Avenged and Volbeat.
Yeah, and Gojira opening.
Ah, what a package that is.
I know.
Yeah, wow.
As we were saying last week about Avenged, possibly stepping up to the plate and taking over when Metallica stepped down. I mean, Avenged put me off with that tour, to be honest. I mean, I don't live in America, I'm not going to go anyway, but it just, yeah. Interesting choice of band with Gojira opening though.
Yeah, it's always an interesting one with Metallica shows because they sort of perform in the middle. And the support bands really do tend to struggle. No one can own that stage like Metallica can. They can sort of be in all those places at once and fill the arena, whereas the support bands look a bit daunted and lost on that stage. I saw Machine Head struggle on that stage, even.
I mean, it's going to be some good exposure for a band like Gojira. I mean,
Yeah,
I can't see a lot of people at that show really knowing.
No, they're not huge.
No, they're not. I mean,
they're not massive.
You see them play in France though. Like I've
Yeah.
seen footage of them playing Hellfest,
Yeah.
and the crowd love them. I mean, you know, they're from France. The people love them. Doesn't make me feel any better about Magma as an album. Like I said, there are tracks on there that I think work really well, and there are some that just bored me, to be honest.
Yeah.
I'll give it another listen.
I'd
at
love to
some
hear
point.
him write an album that goes from start to finish. For me, that every single song is a gem.
Yeah, I know I'm actually.
But then how many?
Well, we're
how
both
many
actually
bands?
like in the minority, really, with what we're saying about Magma, because it was really, really well received critically.
Yeah.
Like, I'm not surprised. I mean, like I said, you can't fault their writing. It frustrated me more than anything.
Yeah,
I wanted to enjoy it, and I do enjoy certain tracks on it, but I wanted to like it more than I did.
Yeah. Go to see them this year? They're on tour.
I'll be honest, I forgot they were touring.
But imagine live, like that one, the Bloodstock footage I watched. You've got 9 or 10 tracks there, and they've sort of hand-picked those gems from the album. So I think live.
Were you with us when we saw them in Norwich?
Yeah, I was blown away by them.
Yeah.
I've seen them twice. I saw them once. I bought Trivium at the Corn Exchange in Cambridge. That was the first time I saw them. And they were unbelievable. They were the best band of the night. That was on Trivium's Crusade tour as well. So
Let's not go there again.
yeah, let's not.
We'll
And
be here for ages.
then I saw them headline the Waterfront, and yeah, they're incredible. Their drummer is something else.
Yeah.
He's a machine. Am I interested now? Yeah, favourite download, I'd go watch them. To drive halfway across the country to go and watch them? Probably. No, probably not at the moment.
No, I think for me personally, if Magma had been a stronger album, then I would be more inclined to.
Yeah. I've got to hand-pick my gigs a little bit at the moment.
Yeah.
Yeah. I've got 3 coming up. I've got Trivium while she sleeps and Parkway Drive, and then downloading.
I'm surprised I'm not going to see Bottom, to be honest.
Bottom would have been a good one. They're doing a 20-year anniversary tour of the sort of the band's start, which says to me that the set list is probably going to be
The good Bottom stuff.
Yeah, a very even spread across all albums from start to finish.
They're another band that every album I really want to like, and
they've not put anything out probably since Blood Drunk.
I wasn't even a huge fan of Blood Drunk, to be
No.
honest.
I don't want to say it's poppy, but it had that different.
I think
feel, a
around the
bit more of
time
an
that they
upbeat-
were doing Blood Drunk, they were drinking a lot, and I think it really
didn't you
did
tell me
impact.
Oh man, when we met them.
Oh, in London?
Yeah, at the signing.
Fuck. You could
They were-
smell the booze. when
They were
you walked
taking
in the
carrier
room.
bags of alcohol away from it.
Baskets?
Yeah. But they played well. Apart from throwing up on stage.
Yeah.
I enjoyed that gig a lot. I've seen Bottom a few times now. Never have played the one song I want to hear.
Which is?
Are You Dead Yet? I've never heard that live.
That was probably
That was the
my
song that
last
That was the song that got me into Bottom.
Bottom album that I really liked.
It's a fantastic album. Love it.
I mean,
I'll still
didn't
listen
that
to
have Trash, Lost and Strung Out on it as
Yeah.
well? That was really good.
Yeah.
Album before that was Hate Crew Death Roll, I think.
That's a brilliant album.
Yeah.
6 Pounder.
Yeah.
All those ones. Yeah. Angels Don't Kill.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's.
And they're a band that should have gone from strength to strength, but I don't know.
Well, you say now he's cleaned up his act.
Yeah.
Sober, electric.
Yeah, he doesn't drink on tour. And he is a fantastic guitarist.
He really is. I remember that video you sent me of him playing the Four Seasons.
Yeah.
Bit of Vivaldi.
Yeah, just a little bit of culture thrown in there.
Yeah, he is a good musician.
Yeah,
Clearly loves what he does. Bottom, they've gone through a few members over the years as well, haven't they?
Yeah, they have. They've recently lost their other guitarist. What's his name? Was it Root?
Yeah.
Yeah, amazing guitarist, but drinking too much. Just really impacted what he was doing.
Classic Scandinavian metal band.
Their drummer is worried he's not going to be able to go on for too much longer.
He was a founding member.
Yeah, he's suffering with his back, and he's terrified he's not going to be able to carry on.
It goes back to that thing of the nature of heavy metal, the style of music that it is. I think over the years, it really must take its toll. When you're a hard touring band, night after night for 20 plus years. I mean,
I think the lifestyle of these musicians has changed. I mean, it used to be all about the drink and the drugs.
Yeah.
And now they just want to get an early night and
have a green tea, do some yoga, go to bed.
Yeah.
Certainly Matt Heafy does.
Well, it's worked.
I think when you're on tour and you're getting fucked up every night, especially the amount that bands tour now, it's increased a lot since maybe since the age of the internet. Bands now feel like they have to do a few more live shows.
Well, I mean, they're essentially living off of ticket sales and merch sales.
Yeah, tickets and merch now. It's not record sales anymore. So
I mean, you can download anything illegally for free, which I do not condone.
No.
Don't agree with that at all. Actually,
support your bands, support your artists.
Yeah, otherwise you have no bands to listen to. Then all you're going to do is bitch and moan.
Exactly. Yeah. But these bands, the point is that they are on tour for longer. They are pushing themselves a little bit more, and obviously they're realising that they've got to take care of themselves.
Yeah.
There's nothing worse than sort of, I suppose, as a punter at a festival at 2 PM watching a band that you know are hungover as shit. They're not enjoying it. That comes across, and it sort of ruins it a little.
Yeah. See, now this song has come on, actually, right? I meant to talk about these last time round and forgot.
Yeah.
King 810. Right?
Yeah, King 810.
This just completely reminded me.
Yeah.
They're another band that when we were talking about how bands should just come out, like we're waiting for a band to come out of nowhere.
Yeah.
I think King 810, as weird as they are, like they've got some really heavy stuff. They've got a lot of slower stuff, like this Parkway song.
Yeah.
And they've got stuff that's like really jazzy as well.
Right.
Have you heard their second album?
I'm not a fan of them.
Really?
Yeah.
No?
Nah, not a fan.
Well, I must admit, I'm surprised.
Yeah.
I
don't get them.
They're a band that I'm waiting for just completely break through.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean didn't they support Slipknot?
They'd be a good choice for Slipknot. Yeah, they would be. I don't buy into them. I don't get them.
No.
Nah. I've given them a go.
I suppose again they're another one of those bands though, that when they get it right, they really get it right. Like their heavy stuff is really heavy.
What would you describe them as? King 810.
Fucking hell.
They're quite new metal-y. They've got a bit of new metal about them, haven't they?
Yeah, it just I don't know. They're a weird one because there's a lot of spoken word in there.
He's a very angry man.
yeah, he is.
This song actually, just going off topic, this blew me away. Writings on the Wall.
It is a good song, and it's often the only Parkway album that I like.
Yeah, you're not a big fan of it.
I'm not. Just I want to be. I can't. I don't know what it is. Aya is a very good album.
See, a lot of people are the opposite to you, where they've loved everything up until I, because it's a bit more of a change. Yeah, they've gone a bit different, but I still love it. I think I is a great album.
Whatever it is that they've changed, I think it's working for them.
Yeah, I mean, live when I saw them last year, they had all the fire, all the pyros, all were sort of all wearing black, very sort of neat and tidy, not like the old days, but they're sort of it was a more neatly packaged performance, and yeah, really good, really impressed. He's come out and said for this tour in the UK, expect the unexpected and all this. We're taking the show up to a new level.
Must admit, they're a band that have got bigger than I ever expected them to.
Yeah, because they've sort of adapted with the times a bit. They've not sold out, but they've certainly changed their style a bit to maybe be a bit more approachable to the people on the fringes.
Yeah.
They're not like knocking out just your basic hardcore, metalcore, generic stuff. They're writing anthems more now, I would say. You know, I wouldn't.
What on earth is this?
This is your playlist. Oh, this is Dropkick Murphys.
Oh, that was a bit of a slight change of pace there.
Sorry about that.
Jesus.
Yeah, I think Parkway are writing more anthems now. I wouldn't expect them to, on the next album, write anything like Boneyards or...
I don't know what that is.
Any tracks similar to what they used to, like on Horizons, stuff like that. But yeah, they've got a format that works. Their fan base has certainly stuck by them and grown over the years.
Their fans do just seem to be rabid.
Yeah, yeah.
There's no other way for me to describe it.
I was lucky to see Parkway in their sort of their home country, nearly their hometown. Couldn't get tickets for the Byron show, but I was really impressed with them. So yeah, excited for that one coming up in April.
Haven't they got Ask Alexandria supporting
Ask
them?
Alexandria.
That'll be an interesting one.
And stick to your guns. We'll be opening.
You can't say I've ever really listened to Stick to Your Guns, if I'm honest. They've got
a pretty good fan base.
Seeing Asking Alexandria support Parkway that'll be interesting.
I saw,
because a lot of the venues they're playing are venues that Asking Alexandria have headlined themselves recently, and they've sort of had to acknowledge they've had to take this back seat.
Okay. I'm having some technical
issues here. They've
my Bluetooth speaker's dying.
Yeah, they've had to like sort of just take it on the chin and acknowledge that they're now going to have to play these shows and play these venues that they've headlined before to get themselves back to this stage.
Yeah, well, what happened to them? They've had a singer change.
Yeah, Danny Worsnop left.
They got a new guy in.
He was singing for We Are Harlot,
yeah.
Who I thoroughly enjoy. You'd hate them, Fisher, I imagine.
Why?
I know you'd hate them. It's as simple as that.
Fair enough.
And obviously he's doing his own solo stuff as well, which is it's like country rock. That album comes out in a couple of days actually. I'm thoroughly looking forward to that.
Okay.
And then their new singer quit the band, or they fired him, and now they've got Danny Worsnop back. So
exciting times for them again.
Yeah, I mean, I know a lot of people.
Would you say he's their best?
I didn't actually listen to their last album. I heard a couple of tracks, but overall I'm not a huge fan. The last album they did with Worsnop was a really good album.
Yeah.
Again, a lot of people didn't like it because it was a big change in direction for them.
Okay.
I thoroughly enjoyed it.
They're a band I'd like to get into more. I saw them at Soundwave. They were one of the best bands of the day.
They can perform.
They were really good.
I never ever thought I would say this, but I really enjoyed seeing them. I saw them in Norwich, and they were headlining, and I never thought I'd pay money to go and see Asking Alexandria, and I did, and I really enjoyed it.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
So yeah, looking forward to that. I'm intrigued to see what Parkway are going to bring in terms of how they can step it up again live, what else they can sort of bring to the table, because I mean, I thought all those pyros and stuff were pretty over the top.
I think that works for a band like that though. I mean, the only way you can push it forward is to go down.
It was just awesome. On every breakdown or every huge chorus they had, you had these massive flames sort of licking the ceiling of the venue. It was something really cool. Didn't overdo it either. It was at sort of the right amount of time. You know how you get some bands, maybe like Rammstein, for every...
You take that back.
But for every bit, is it necessary?
Yes, it is.
Okay.
It's entirely necessary. It's part of who they are as a live band.
I suppose.
I mean, it's what they're known for, really. But I mean, bands like Parkway, who are relatively new to using pyrotechnics and stuff, I think it's better to keep it as it is and using it only when necessary.
Yeah,
it has more of an impact.
Exactly.
Whereas I think when you go and see a band like Rammstein, you are expecting fire and cocks.
I really enjoyed Rammstein when I saw them. I
You
thoroughly
can't
enjoyed
not
their
enjoy
set.
them.
They were absolutely brilliant.
You could take a complete stranger who's never listened to Rammstein, who's never listened to metal, and make them watch a Rammstein live show, and if they don't enjoy it, then
something wrong with them.
Yeah, or maybe they're the sane ones. I mean, you know, seeing him come out on a giant foam cannon cock during Pussy, it's not really a normal experience.
No, beating the shit out of your keyboard player.
I nearly just referred to him as a gimp because that's all
he is. He is the band Gimp, isn't he? That's
is.
the whole point. That he's their bitch.
Yeah, that's why he raped him.
No, he didn't.
Not actual rape. It was.
I was gonna say.
It was on stage. It was fine. We paid money to see it.
Oh,
Jesus,
geez.
digging a hole there. Digging a hole.
Yeah. We spoke about Download last episode.
Mm-hmm.
The band totally forgot to mention was System of a Down.
Yeah.
What have they been up to lately?
Nothing, because they weren't doing anything.
No, so this performance is...
They're going to be recording a new album.
Well, that'd be exciting. I'm a big System fan.
See, I'm not a huge System fan. I'll see him. I've never seen him before.
I think you're in for something special.
I don't dislike them. But again, they're a band that, I don't know. Are they still relevant?
They could be. That's the thing. Maybe not right now.
I mean, they've
one massive Download performance and a new album. You're looking at the end of 2017, and they're big again. You know, a massive headline in UK
It amazes
tour.
me that they got as big as they did.
Yes, they got huge.
They're a really weird band.
Kerrang really played the fuck out of them. Really, they got huge.
Yeah, but they're weird.
They are weird.
There's nothing
They're
wrong
very
with
odd.
being weird.
No,
but,
no,
I mean, like
no.
they've got every album has got a few like genuine songs in it, and then some of them are just I don't even know what they are. It's like they've just sort of thrown it together. I mean, it works for them clearly.
Yeah. They're on a lot of substances.
Yeah, it's safe to say.
Yeah, pretty safe to say that. I'm excited for System. last time I saw them live was in 2005. So you're talking a long time ago now.
Yeah.
They have played Download since. But yeah, I'll definitely be there.
I'll see. I mean, I don't know who's headlining the second stage.
Sum 41. Which has annoyed me a bit, because they're two bands that, sort of, if you're a fan of System, generally you grew up in that sort of era. Sum 41 were massive.
Yeah.
You know, they're two bands that I don't think should really be clashing. But
you know, Derek Whibley looks like Derek Whibley again.
Meaning?
He got really fat. Like
I saw the meme.
I would like to see them now that he looks like a human being.
I saw the meme. It was something like you sing about not becoming another casualty of society, and then become a massive casualty of society.
I've said this. Well, me and Rob Smith have had this conversation before, and it's a shame he's not here this evening to have his input.
He will be.
We both blame Chad Kroger for the near death of Derek Whibley. We stole Avril Lavigne off of him. Look what happened to him.
He did?
Yeah.
Where have I been?
This was years back, Fisher.
Oh, Jesus.
Yeah.
I have no idea.
Yeah, and just another reason to not like Nickelback.
As if we need another.
Rob Smith. That being said, I don't dislike their new song.
What's that?
I can't remember what it's called.
Is it that Revolution one?
No, oh no.
Oh, no.
No, not that one. I said I didn't hate it, I didn't like it enough to bother remembering what it was called. I'm not going to lie to you.
I like one Nickelback song.
Yeah?
Yeah. Burn It Down?
Yeah.
Or, is that...
Yeah, I thought you were going to say Rockstar, to be honest with you.
No, I hate that song.
It's shit, isn't it?
It's very shit.
It's
really... very overrated, overplayed.
Yeah.
Not a big Nickelback fan.
Nah.
He's got a really square chin nowadays.
Is he?
Yeah, he's had a lot of plastic surgery. Yeah, really did become that Hollywood rock star that he sang about.
Oh dear.
What can you do?
Not listen to Nickelback. Yeah. How did we get onto that tangent? Sum 41. That's how.
Yeah.
Yeah. See, everything's linked in.
So I've never seen Sum 41, but I really want to see System again.
I saw them at Sonosphere.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Good?
Yeah, really good. And they didn't want to stop playing, and their sound got cut off, and they carried on playing anyway.
That's the way to do it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, they're a band. They're just very passionate about what they do.
No, they've kept going all these years. Pretty consistent lineup.
Yeah, from what I've heard of their last album, it's actually really good.
Yeah. Well, I'll give it a listen.
You should do. I still haven't got around to listen to that Architects album yet, by the way. I went to do that earlier and didn't.
You really need to do that.
Yeah, I do.
Speaking of albums that we love, well, Our Gods Have Abandoned Us was my album of 2016. Yours was...
Battles, just because it was...
Battles in Flames. We've sort of got this idea that we're going to take it in turns every episode to recommend an album.
Yeah, I mean, listening back to the last episode, I realised I did come across as very negative. I seem to hate everything.
Yeah,
and
it's time to not hate on something.
Yeah, after comparing Suicide Silence to being sprayed with dog shit, I felt that perhaps we needed something where we could talk about an album or a band, whether it be something current that has just been released or something from years back that we genuinely think is solid and can recommend to other people. I'm going to talk about an album called Road to Bloodshed by a band called Sanctity.
Good choice.
I'm going to assume that a lot of people don't know who they are. They had one album released back in 2007.
Mm-hmm.
So you're looking 10 years old.
Wow, 10 years old.
Yeah.
Shit.
That one album, honestly, they were very nearly up there, like with my favourite bands.
Yeah.
It's every track on there is absolutely fantastic. It's
probably one of my thrash metal albums.
Yeah, I mean, it is they are a thrash band.
Yeah, they're an out and out thrash band.
But they had elements to them of just like general metal as well.
Yeah.
Like, every song, like the choruses, like were so catchy. Most of the songs themselves, like, all the way through, as thrashy as they were, no two songs sounded the same.
No.
You can listen to bands like Slayer or Evil.
Yeah.
And a lot of it does sound very samey because thrash doesn't really have a huge
It's
scope.
hard to mix it up so much, but somehow Sanctity
they did, and like for those of you that don't know, like their vocalist and guitarist, Jared, he left the band shortly after doing a short touring cycle. Actually, he was on that Trivium tour with Gojira. I'm sure he was. Wasn't it Sanctity?
Sanctity opened.
Gojira, Annihilator.
And Trivium.
Yeah.
That was a good package.
It was actually Matt Heafy that got Sanctity signed.
Oh.
He saw them play at a local show and they gave him their demo. And he really enjoyed it. Took it back to Roadrunner. And yeah, they got signed. They could have easily released more than that one album. Like I said, Jared left for like family reasons. He just had a child. He is now the bassist for Machine Head.
They obviously saw something in him where they were like,
they couldn't have done better. He's a hugely talented musician. His voice does wonders for their backing vocals.
Yeah, it's certainly a lot better than Adam Deuce. It's an improvement.
Yeah, I mean
Machine Head.
He is incredibly talented.
That's actually a hell of a thing they've done, Machine Head, and getting him in.
Yeah,
they've done really well.
They've done really well.
You know, he was looking for a band. I'm sure he can't believe his luck.
No,
and I think Machine Head probably can't believe their luck.
No,
either.
I mean, it's a shame that Sanctity finished when they did, because they, honestly, I think anything they'd released after then would have just been incredible.
Who knows? Maybe they would have gone on to bigger and better things.
Their playing could have only improved. The quality of the material could have only improved. I mean, the song Seconds, I can't remember the last time you might have even heard that album, Road to Bloodshed, but the song Seconds is just... it blows me away every time I hear it. I was listening to the album earlier before I came over, just so that I could, praise it even more.
My favourite is Zeppo.
Zeppo, I will never not love that song. That's probably the thrashiest track on there.
Yeah.
That is just an out thrash track. And that's the one they released as a single. And
it was one everybody was singing along to at Download.
Yeah.
You got to see them, didn't you?
Yeah, saw them Download 2007, right down the front.
In the tent.
Yeah, I can't remember who we'd stood through before them.
Job for a Cowboy?
Oh, yeah. God, that was an absolute waste of my time. I'm never getting that time back, but it was worth it just to see that band. That album is 10 years old, and do you know what? It could be released tomorrow, and I would still be just as excited about it.
Yeah, solid album.
So
there you go. Go away. That's your homework.
Yeah.
Go away and listen to that.
Yeah, that is your homework. Go listen to Road to Bloodshed. If you've heard it before, listen to it again and just love that album all over again. If you've never heard it, listen to it, because you are doing yourself a disservice by not listening to it.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
It's essential listening.
It really is.
It is.
They're a band you will probably never see play. I can't ever see them getting back together. It's not an album that's widely known. You never hear any of their tracks played anywhere.
What a cool title as well.
Yeah, Road to Bloodshed. It's a very good song off of that album, but every track that came in when I was listening to it earlier, I was just like, oh no, this is my favourite track on the album.
That's the one. Beneath the Machine.
Beneath the Machine. If you just found it, have you?
Yeah.
Put on Seconds. I mean, we're going to be talking over it, but man, what a song.
Hold on. You're going to have to do something there.
Oh God, hang on.
I'm going to have to think of something for the next episode.
Yeah, I mean,
I've got no idea.
We'll.
I mean, there's a whole host of albums I could throw out there, but I don't want to put something out there too obvious.
Well, it's just something you're passionate about, you know.
Yeah.
I mean, it could even be something that I've never heard. I will just let you all know that now. I could sit here and have no idea what you're talking about in future.
Yeah, I mean, our tastes differ a fair bit.
Yeah, I think that's...
I think between us we've got quite a broad taste. And here it is.
Yeah, just... I love it. I love it as an album.
The riff really reminds me of Unholy Confessions.
Yeah.
Kind of.
I was thinking that earlier, but... yeah, I can't praise it enough. I'm quite interested to hear what you're going to recommend next time.
Yeah.
I mean, there are so many bands and albums that are very recent that I want to talk about at some point. Not all of them will be to everybody's taste. I know there's a lot of bands that I want to start looking into myself that I've heard other people talk about. So,
who's been the name lately that's been cropping up a fair bit? Has there been any? I think Beartooth are the one for me at the moment that I sort of they're in and around there, but I haven't really got into them that much. But they're certainly growing. Their popularity.
They are.
Seems
I mean,
to be, they seem to be
again, they're another band that I really like. In my mind, I compare them a lot to A Day to Remember, and I don't like A Day to Remember. I really like Beartooth.
They've got that 4-year strong A Day to Remember sort of, but with a bit more angriness.
Yeah.
A bit more aggression. Which, their album title, Aggressive.
I mean,
yeah, I'll sit down and listen to them, but I just know that at the moment they seem to be one of them bands that a lot of people are talking about.
And understandably so. I mean, they're a band that are they're not necessarily underground anymore. You know,
Where are they from?
I don't know. They're somewhere in America. I couldn't tell you where. I mean, talking about like the underground music scene. I mean, that is where a lot of interesting stuff is happening at the moment. I mean, there's a lot of bands that I've heard that I might not necessarily like myself, but it is exciting times to see the stuff that's coming out. I mean, you've got bands like Code Orange.
Yeah.
They're going to be ones to watch. Bands like Palm Reader.
Yeah.
Palm Reader are... Yeah, I think they're going to make quite the name for themselves. You've got bands like Creeper, who have just appeared out of nowhere, and now they're playing on the main stage at Download.
Nice.
They're not for everyone, but yeah, you can't not enjoy what they're doing to the music scene at the moment.
Anyone that's stoking the fire, stirring it up.
Yeah. Anything that's going to get people interested, I'm on board with.
Yeah.
I don't necessarily have to like it.
Any British? Anyone flying that flag at the moment? Off the top of your head?
Off the top of my head, again, Creeper.
Yeah?
Yeah. I say they have come out of nowhere. They are just going to do very well for themselves.
It's a funny thing because America, I think, really were winning in the 2000s. You know, the new wave of American heavy metal.
Yeah, they were.
They were kicking our ass.
Considering it's
a lot.
Yeah, and it's something that we as a country have exported.
Yeah. Yeah, exported.
They've
come back, kicked our ass, and we've embraced that as well.
There's no end to homegrown talent, though. No. I mean, like looking on a larger scale, you've got bands like Bullet.
Yeah.
Who very much came back to form with Venom.
Absolutely.
You've got bands
Venom was awesome.
While She Sleeps.
Yeah. Architects.
Bring Me the Horizon. I hate acknowledging that fact, but yeah. Ask Alexandria once they step it up again. there is no end of talent out there. I mean, when While She Sleeps supported In Flames, it's because they specifically asked for While She Sleeps to come on tour with them.
It's nice when a band hand pick. It's not some guy that wants to just put the tour together.
No, I mean,
for a bunch of money.
And it's not like it's even just one type of metal that's coming out of the UK at the moment. I mean, yeah, we're doing really well with like our metalcore scene at the moment, but like I said, there it is quite diverse. Again, going back to Creeper, nothing like any of the other bands have mentioned.
Yeah.
Bury Tomorrow, they've got that very old school metalcore vibe going on.
Big fan of them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh man, I mean, bands like Stone Ghost. Ever heard Stone Ghost?
No.
They're another band I will get round to next time I pick an album.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're from London, always playing small bars, pubs around there. It'll be interesting to see whether they get any bigger. Man, the underground metal scene is the place to be looking at the moment for anything new and exciting.
How exciting.
Yeah, see, I'm not all negative, just mostly.
Exciting times ahead then,
Yeah.
I feel.
Absolutely.
Yeah, a lot of new talent coming through, which is always a great thing to see.
Yeah, just...
So I thought it was all just Pierce the Veil and Sleeping with Sirens for a while there.
Yeah, yeah. It's just going to get stale. It's going to get very stale very fast if that's all that's coming out. But there isn't. There is some interesting...
No, that's good.
UK hardcore scene. I'm not a hardcore fan, but again, the underground scene is some very controversial stuff coming out. There's some very politically motivated music out there. If it's your sort of thing.
Yeah, that doesn't surprise me in sort of today's
political climate. You get it with bands like While She Sleeps. They are very politically motivated.
Well, yeah.
They hate the system.
They hate the establishment, they hate the system. They're not afraid to voice that on their albums. Which metal is probably the genre sort of where that happens the most.
Well, like we said in the last episode, it is something that metal has never shied away from. And unfortunately, a lot of these statements that some of these smaller bands are making will never get heard because they won't make it big, and that's just the nature of the music scene.
Yeah.
Some of these bands will try as hard as they can, and then they'll just have to...
Yeah, because the mainstream very much is the tip of the iceberg
better not
in
pick
metal.
that up on there.
Hmm?
Your foot tapping, it better not be picked up on that mic.
It'll be fine.
Yeah, I mean...
No, the mainstream is very much the tip of the iceberg when it comes to metal music. There's so much. I mean, you could sit there for hours and hours and hours and trawl through.
You could,
hundreds of
and it
bands.
must be horrible for like these smaller bands to feel like they're having to give up what they love purely because they can't break through. It might not even be because they're not talented, but because there is so much out there. It's a very difficult market to compete in, and then having to go.
Oh,
back
it's so
to...
cut. The music industry. It's so cutthroat. It's such a ruthless industry.
I mean,
I really don't blame a band like While She Sleeps for going independent. Actually, nowadays, with the amount of sort of.
It must have cost them a lot, but it can only be a good thing for them, I think.
Well, they had to buy back the rights to all their records.
Yeah.
But once you do it, you're free to do what you want. You just risk losing the promotional side. The record label will always back you and promote you.
See,
But without them...
luckily for bands like While She Sleeps, they've got such...
they've got an established following. Yeah, they've got a good enough following now that as long as they keep producing good material, they're going to have fans that stand by them. I think already on this tour, there's about 6 or 7 dates that are sold out. They're going to be fine.
Yeah, they are.
But it's just getting yourself that big to begin with. Doing it from scratch, DIY.
Yeah,
it's stuff. You need that commercial backing.
I mean, it's good to see though that fans are willing to actually go out of their way to support the bands that they love.
Yeah.
Like, you know, it's not just like
metal's a very special
projects. I mean, you look at American Head Charge set up a funding page to record their new album.
Yeah, Sacred Mother Tongue did the same.
While She Sleeps have done it, and then you've had pages set up to help with things like medical bills for when Ghost Inside had their accident.
Yeah.
Like, I know a lot of people thought it was a bit cheeky to set up a page to help contribute to that, but after something as horrific as that, it's good to see the fans are willing to step up.
We look out for our own in times of crisis and in need. We band together. That's the metal community. That's what we do. The Metal Hammer incident.
Yeah, I don't know how we missed that last time. The return of Metal Hammer.
Yeah.
That, not like it's significant or anything.
Only the most well-established heavy metal magazine folded. Well, it was very close to folding just a few days before Christmas.
It wasn't just them, it was like their sister titles as well, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was Team Rock, which are the sort of, what are they?
They're alternative, like, journalistic enterprise in the UK.
Yeah, they had Total Rock, Total Prog,
Metal Hammer.
There was a
Team Rock Radio.
Yeah. That all went. 70 odd people lost their jobs
right before Christmas.
We banded together. They wanted to raise 16,000. Ended up with over. I think it got to a point where each member of staff could have over £1,000 each. We raised that much money.
See, these funding pages work both ways. The fans are more than happy to step in and support the bands, but when something like this happened with Metal Hammer, it was one of the guys from Orange Goblin that set up the funding page.
It was. He did the gig.
Yeah. Orange Goblin dedicated money. Machine Head dedicated money. Avenged Sevenfold. I think they donated £1,000.
Yeah.
All of these well-established artists, like, again, because they are fans of this material.
Yeah, absolutely, and that's why I love metal, because the people on stage playing this music, if they weren't up there playing it, they'd be in the crowd, watching it. There's not, certainly in this pop arena, I can't imagine many are really like that.
Can't imagine Beyonce down in the crowd.
No.
Especially in a current condition.
But yeah, we are a community, and that's great to see that we look after each other.
Yeah, like I said, it works both ways, and it very much does.
Yeah. You touched on the Ghost Inside there.
Yeah, well,
with their bus crash.
Just had
it's been another
Dillinger escape plan.
It's awful.
It is awful. I mean, I know accidents happen, but like this was 8:30 in the morning, and they've just been ripped out of sleep and just
imagine that you're asleep one minute, the next you're being held through the air.
I mean, they were very lucky.
They were lucky.
They weren't severely injured. I know some of their crew they've had to cancel their tour, understandably so. It's just a shame when something like that happens. I mean, it's going to take them a while to recover any losses they've had, and then sadly for any of the crew that are injured, you don't know what sort of injuries they've got.
No. I mean, the Ghost Inside, they're still not ready to play. I mean, they were booked to play, I think it was the Warp Tour.
Yeah.
In America this summer. They've had to pull out. They're way behind on their recovery, or estimated recovery times, which is really unfortunate. We can't wait to see them back on their feet again and playing. I think they lost the driver in that accident.
Yeah. The drummer lost his leg.
Yeah, it's awful. It is awful.
I mean,
part and parcel of the touring life. You could say you're on the road a lot of hours. It's something that unfortunately.
Yeah, accidents happen, unfortunately. I mean, you look at vocalists from Megalene and the Sons of Disaster.
He was badly hurt,
He's
wasn't he?
really badly injured. Personally, his quality of life, I think, is bare minimum. Like
It's every part of his body.
he's lost an ear.
Yeah.
He's blind in one eye completely. His other eye has less than 20% vision. He can't move it. He can't blink, so his eye dries out.
Yeah, that was
He can hardly move. He can't talk.
Broken ribs.
Yeah.
Broken legs.
He's lucky to be alive.
He's very lucky to be alive. Yeah.
But he is alive.
His vital organs are obviously alright.
Yeah, well, yeah, as best as they can be.
Yeah.
Jesus.
Man. Goes back to Cliff Burton.
Yeah.
Back in the day. That was a really weird one. I read up on that. Or the Metallica book I read said actually Cliff and Kurt did a coin toss to see who would get that bunk that day. Can you imagine maybe how different Metallica would be sounding nowadays?
Yeah.
If that was switched. It's a strange one. But
I remember being slightly offended yet couldn't stop laughing when
Municipal Waste
dedicating a song to Cliff Burton called Beware Black Ice. You just oh yeah, that one took me by surprise.
It shouldn't, not with Municipal Waste.
No.
I'd like to see them again soon.
Yeah, they were interesting.
They're a fun band. They're a very fun band, Municipal Waste.
Just out of interest, what is the most fun live band you have seen?
I think for comic value, comic effects, and what was going on, and the sort of scenario, the setting, and the kind of general atmosphere, probably say the Wild Hearts.
I was going to say the Wild Hearts
That
myself.
was amazing.
I've never listened to them since.
No.
I can't even remember who we were waiting to see.
We were waiting to see Bottom.
Yeah, and
The Wild
Ginger
Hearts.
and the Wild Hearts.
Oh my god.
Never seen
Never
it
seen
before.
so much chaos in my life.
And he was actively encouraging it. Like
He wanted, if it wasn't nailed down,
he wanted it thrown on stage. I mean, there were phones being thrown up on
a bag
stage.
of pasta,
Yeah,
a
which-
midget, a Nickelback fan. The guy caught an egg mid-air,
Yeah.
mid-song.
Just caught it. Didn't even smash people's shoes. That bag of pasta that landed near us and split open, and people were just grabbing handfuls of pasta and throwing it about. And then one of the plastic coverings that covered the cables on the floor.
That's when they got cut off. When the plastic coverings that were protecting the wires going from the sound booth to the stage.
That was not a sensible place to have that stage.
They were getting ripped up. Nah.
That car
Cut you
park
off.
was not a safe place.
No, it wasn't.
Especially for some of the pits that had been going on that weekend. I mean, this was
That was
2008,
8.
yeah.
It was real concrete.
Yeah, I mean...
You had bleeding through.
Yeah, they had a massive circle pit, and there was that man sat there in his deck chair, and the guy in the ice cream van didn't know what to do.
He was trapped. He was trapped in his ice cream van.
You had Throwdown playing.
You had Throwdown there, you had a Monomath, Bottom. There was a lot of heavy bands.
Lethal Bizzle.
Lethal Bizzle. That was just something else. The Cavalera Conspiracy.
To be fair to him, right, and I've said this then, and I will say it now, he did well to finish his set and win people over.
He did. He used that hate. He sort of rolled with the punches and turned that hate into... Put it back onto the crowd, if you like. He was getting them to chant, "Fuck you, Bizzle."
Yeah.
He was using that negative energy and turned it...
It worked.
It worked, and you vote with your feet at a festival. You sort of... If there was not one person turn up, that would have been more effective than having 2,000 people turn up hating him.
Yeah.
Because then people that did turn up, like you say, by the end of the set,
they were really into it.
They were into it.
I remember reading an article not long after. I can't remember who it was now, but someone said that I think it was the guy that he was on stage with, and he said he would never play Download again because don't laugh, right?
Okay.
He said he would never play Download again because he felt like the fans that were there, the people that were there, were using his race against him.
Oh, I don't think it was a race thing.
It definitely wasn't a race thing.
No.
It's just the fact he's a bit shit.
Well, I think the fans that year wanted to make a statement that hip-hop wasn't welcome. It's not strictly a metal festival. Never has been.
No, it's an alternative
It's
festival.
an alternative
and you will
festival.
find a lot of metal fans that do like hip-hop. I don't think he was
there's
the right choice.
There's certainly crossover.
I mean, Sonosphere.
You had House of Pain.
Yeah, people loved it.
Yeah. I saw Lethal Bizzle support Gallows.
Yeah, I think that's why he was there. To be honest,
you know, and it sort of worked. It was fine.
He did a track with Gallows.
Yeah,
didn't
he did, and no tension, nothing at the gig.
I don't think he should have been.
I don't think Download should have put one of their sort of sponsors, Muller Rice, next to that stage.
No,
as Muller Rice were handing out free yogurt.
Yeah.
Just before Bizzle came on, and
not going to say any more than that.
You know,
you can use your imagination.
You can YouTube that moment. Lethal Bizzle enters Download Festival stage.
And there's got to be footage somewhere.
There is footage. It's quite something. The amount of projectiles that go towards the stage. They got his jacket, a big white sponge straight over the front. Yeah, just one of them classic Download moments, I think. But there was a laugh.
People bottling each other in the crowds has taken a backseat.
Yeah, it's died down, the bottle fight.
I mean, I'm not complaining. They pissed me off no end.
Oh, I loved them.
I know you did. You're an angry man.
I think it's since we've moved to the new site.
Yeah.
Except that one year, the guy on the zip line got stuck.
Ah, classic. I will take that moment to the grave.
He got...
For anyone that doesn't know, the year that first time Rammstein headline Download, there was a zip wire crossing the main arena, and I think it's a brilliant idea.
It's a unique view.
Yeah, I really, really wanted to get on that zip wire and go across while Rammstein were playing, because it would have been a
awesome.
once in a lifetime thing for you to experience.
Yeah.
However, I was put off when a man got halfway across the zip wire and the zip wire stopped and he got stuck hanging in midair above this crowd at the main stage. And
I can see it as clear as day.
Right and now. As is going to happen at Download, if there's a target, people are going to throw plastic bottles at it. Not all of them were empty, and this poor man just hanging, defenceless, being pelted by bottles. And it was a little bit funny when it was just 5 or 6 people doing it. But when you've got like 80, 100...
Nearly 100.
Yeah, like 1,000 people
nearly 100,000
there at the festival, you're going to have tens of people.
Oh, the entire sky was full of bottles at one point.
Yeah,
trying to hit him.
It just reached a point when you had a good 150 people just launching projectiles at this man, and then the guy that the zip wire people sent out to get him back.
They tried to rescue him.
As he got to this guy and he was going to attach a harness to him so he could pull him back with him on this pulley system, people started bottling the guy who was rescuing him so that he would leave the guy hanging, so they still had somebody to bottle.
Unbelievable.
He
gave up.
He left.
The rescue
he just left this guy hanging and he just shrugged at him.
Sorry, mate. Can't help you.
Oh,
Jesus.
Man.
That's a good memory.
Oh, yeah. Let's hope download this year will bring many more.
Oh, I hope so.
If we can remember them.
Oh,
Nothing will beat that.
Right, where are we up to? I think.
Do you know what? Let's end it on a high, shall we?
Yeah.
There's got to be footage of that as well.
Yeah.
Do yourselves a favour, YouTube it. It won't beat being there, but holy shit.
That was quite a moment. Right. See you next time.
Yeah, just don't use zip wires, kids. Enjoy.
Right, see you later.